welcome back everyone. We're here on this fine Tuesday to play some Tavern Talk. Maybe go for about an hour or so, see how I feel with my voice, and then either change the game or end it tonight. Okay. Okay, so last week when we were playing, we helped Fable try to do the quest with the werewolf, I believe, and then we talked to Kyle and the dwarf about getting Kyle's invisible cape back from his bitch of an ex-wife. And so let's just okay. I'd save twice just in case. So day 3, new friends and former enemies, 59th of the wake. Let us start the day. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Fable and Carolyn. Silence. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, she shot Carolyn! Listen, I can fix this. Just let me pick up some chamomile tincture from my treehouse. Chamomile is proven to be great for healing wounds. You've done enough, little pal. I'll be good from here, thanks. Fable? Carolyn? Back so soon? Innkeep. Say, did you send this blighter after me? I told you she has nothing to do with any of this. It's my fault alone, so at least let me fix you up. You better keep your clumsy hands off me. Now, how about we calm our spirits a bit and you tell me what happened? I think it's fairly obvious that Fable thought Carolyn was the werewolf and shot her. Misunderstanding, I suppose. I'm dying. Fable has the worst luck ever. Oh, poor Fable. Yes! The elf thought I was an Uncle Dragon look-alike. The uncle that looks like a werewolf? Yes. No, it's a bit more complicated. Doesn't matter. What matters is the elf mistook me for a werewolf. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Maybe, but not on purpose, I promise. It's just me and my bad luck. See, it happened again. Nothing ever goes right. Don't say that, Fable. Tell me what happened. We can start from the beginning, alright? Oh, oops, one moment. I need to fix this. Okay, there we go. Sorry. It didn't update when I thought it did. Just looked over and realized it said we were still playing Sirens. Right, so you sent me out to look for the werewolf in Tregarin. I felt agile and ready, braver than I've ever felt before. The quest that I gave you in Keep. Oh yeah, I remember that quest. It's gonna be hard to do their voices. So sad and angry, but I just want to keep giggling. I recall, Carolyn. Huh, good. I have my shortcuts and trails that allow me to travel rather swiftly through the Ashen Grove. And by early dusk, I reached the borders of Tregarin. The Ashen Grove stands out around there. You can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see a farm or two. Truly idyllic, especially during sunset. There's one downside to that idyllic sunset, though. Yeah. It gets dark. Course it does. And every tall, lumen person in the dark is automatically a werewolf, huh? No, but every tall, looming person hunting down a farmer's sheep is. No, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. And the quest stated that was exactly what the werewolf would be doing. In my defense, I'm broke. We've all been there. So Carolyn was busy hunting sheep, and in the shadows of dusk, you thought she must be the werewolf. Exactly so. And then you needed not one, but 3 arrows? I'm swift with the bow. I figured. And I was preparing to fight, not bargain. So I shoot. Trigger happy. I can't get myself to aim right for the heart, so I aim for the shoulder. And suddenly the werewolf starts cursing and cussing words I've never heard before. Like a sailor. God. Oh, Fable. Or how I'd imagine a sailor would swear. I've never actually met one. You're telling me you've never heard before? Hey, what's going on? Why is it censored? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Wait, oh, I accidentally clicked on that. Anyways, I was watching my prey through the bushes, and suddenly I felt a piercing pain in my shoulder. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Course I cussed and swore. That hurts. Never been so happy to have missed. So I turned around and got ready to lunge at the rascal who dared aim at me. And an orange gleaming eye stared at me through the shadows, right into my soul. I thought, that's it, it's over. I heard the bells of death ringing in my ears. I was done for, and I hadn't even set foot out of the Ashen Grove. I stumbled backwards, tripped over a branch, and crashed into a tree. No, that wasn't the passing bells, Elf. Actual bells from the chapel in town. My name is Fable. Right. So they crashed into a tree, and the rustling of leaves, cracking of branches, and high-pitched yelp. I didn't yelp. Yes, you did. Maybe. It caught the attention of the actual culprit. He must have been on his way to tear apart yet another sheep. Or perhaps the farmer's heart this time after our wrestling caught his attention. I heard the growling, such a deep guttural growl it made my blood curdle. I swear I saw my life flash before my eyes. Sounded more like an empty stomach to me. A big empty stomach then. Either way bad, very bad. A howl rang through the air when he emerged from the bushes. Tall and towering, glowing red eyes, and fangs as big as my hands. Probably around 8 feet high. 6 feet max. 8. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. You said that already. No, I didn't. Seeing that tall creature sent shivers down my spine. And I was frozen. I was sure that the Mary Morgan incident would repeat itself. I'd stand there and watch everything as it happened, unable to move. He looked around and sniffed the air, and his eyes locked with mine. But then I remembered what you told me. Werewolves love playing fetch. So I swiftly pushed away from the tree and picked up a stick from the ground. The werewolf noticed my movement. But before it could lunge at me, I threw the stick into the bushes as far away from me as possible. I wanted to buy myself some time to adjust my bow, but... Yes. The stick somehow also influenced Carolyn, and both of them hurtled towards the bushes. And that's not all. While I couldn't help but run after the stick, I noticed something odd on the werewolf. Flannel rags. So I forgot about the stick and grabbed him by the throat, slamming him against the tree. He wiggled and twisted like a worm, growling and barking right in my face. I stared him right in the eyes as I heard the elf approach from behind. They knocked an arrow on the bow. Don't, Carolyn said, and I lowered my bow hesitantly while she studied the werewolf's face. She growled like she always does. Yeah. Uncle Dragon, she exclaimed, and I flinched. That Uncle Dragon? Yeah, my darned uncle was in full werewolf transformation, in front of me, right there. Acting like the biggest, wildest rascal in the whole world. I was joking when I told you that story, Innkeep. I wouldn't have thought the werewolf was actually my uncle. But this is exactly why I don't do cases involving lycanthropy. So, how'd you deal with him? Confronted him, of course. Knocked some sense into him, you know? We tied him to a tree so he wouldn't get any ideas before transforming back. I knew learning all their sailor knots was good for something. It's good for a lot more than that. Ooh, are they gonna team up on another quest? I'm so excited! Either way, the truth was only half as exciting as figuring it out was. Apparently, he contracted lycanthropy at the annual family gathering. And since he grew short-tempered, he and his husband got into a lot of fights. So he ran away. I can understand that all too well. And of course, I can't kill Carolyn's uncle just because he's a werewolf. So you let him go? The elf knows a swamp witch that might have worked out a cure. Dropped him off there. No more tearing apart sheep, for now. So, all in all, you can say the quest was a success? With a few obstacles attached, and someone getting hurt. Listen, the arrows themselves aren't the problem. The coat, though, that was expensive. I'm sorry, really? Don't worry about it. After all, we got rid of the lichen. For now. Elfie even got you a keepsake. Said my name's Fable. It's nothing really. It's not even that interesting. I just thought... You saw it? I thought it would be a nice reminder of my first successful quest. I like trinkets. What is it? Come on, quit being shy. Well, we played fetch with the stick afterwards, and, excuse me, I thought I could bring it here. After Carolyn brought it back to me. Oh, that smile. Had to finish playing fetch after all. A nice memory of sorts, you know? It is a nice memory. Thank you, Fable. I know just where to put it. Here? Right there. Right, anyways. How about a drink to celebrate? On me. I told Carolyn you have a hand for mixing just the right thing for any situation. Absolutely. For the both of you? I'll pass. I'm going to run home quickly to get the chamomile tincture. See you later. Later. So, Innkeep, surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. There we go. Set brawler. So we got 3 of the sword. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 of the crown. And 1 of the shield. There we go. Ding ding, drinks up. Here, this should be to your liking. It is. Not bad. Thanks. So, that little blighter, you raised them? Fable? Oh no. No, that's surprising. You two seem very close. Like family. They're irregular. I see. Ellipses. Huh. Quest taken. Is this still available? Oh yeah, she's gonna go after the vampire. So that's been done until sunrise, and hey there, Evelyn. Great, I'm taking it. You still have arrows stuck in your shoulder. 'Tis but a scratch. Plus, Elfie is getting me one of her hippie selves. Should be fine after. Alternatively, you could take a rest. Get some sleep, let your wounds heal, rid yourself of the ammunition decorating your body. Alternatively, you could mind your own business. I know what I can handle. And if I don't move on to a proper quest without bumbling elves and useless relatives, I'll go insane sooner or later. You want that? No, at least not in my tavern. I work really hard on that woodwork. Then do your job and let me take it. I mean, you already have. I'm just doing my job, and how do you call it? Expressing appropriate concern? You did this woodwork yourself? Excellent transition, Carolyn. Yes, I did. I did all of it myself. Why? Couldn't get anyone to help? I had a very specific vision. And too much free time. That too, boredom does things to you. One day you're bored, next you're learning how to gloss wood. Do you know any carpentry? I know of carpentry. And of boredom. That's exactly why I gotta take this quest. Need to counteract the boredom before it makes my biceps shrink. I don't think that's how that works. But boring is not what I'd call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elfie along. Yes! Fair point. Please don't. I won't. I don't need another accidental piercing. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you a religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Huh, don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Huh. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss-poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. Ain't that you either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before, and I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you, then. It is. What's it about Bark Guardians? Sorry, excuse me. It's less about the Guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Huh. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she passed? Left. One day she was just gone. Think she went to spend her last moments somewhere else. I like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Maybe she's off stealing sheep. Nice. Okay. Too soon. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No, was the only kind she ever encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales. Even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her this story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I'll make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? There's that smile again. So, you like dragons? Yeah. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them their magic. Not sure about their wings. Huh. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. The last time someone tried to help me, they shot me with 3 arrows. They weren't trying to help you, they were trying to kill you. But alas, does that mean you don't want to drink to pep you up, Carolyn? Didn't say that. I see, that doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that will greatly help with your quest. No, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I'd need some intelligence for that. Wouldn't be risking it all on a bad idea. Maybe you'd want the drink with an infusion. I just got unpacking my shipments today. A what? Infusion. I use them to spice up my drinks. They grant you special abilities. Like Phoenix chilies. A little bit of one would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Sure, I'll try one. Okay, so frozen pine cone. It's sometimes hard to tell which ones are magical ingredients and which ones are just regular frozen pine cones. Either way, they seem to get the job done. So it creates frost armor. Fey crystal, much like the playful Fey, they are named after Fey crystals deceived. They're not actually crystals, but magical plants handmade by silly sages wishing to share their magic gifts with the world. It grants invisibility. And then phoenix chili. The rare phoenix chili is found natively only near the charred valleys of the burning peaks. Though an invasive species, it is delicious, and it grants fire resistance. Okay. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job, figure it out. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape that I mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. So we have the chili. And then we're going to go with the Southern Brawler. So it's 3 of these guys. That's already... Let's just double check. The infusions does not work with the brain, but does work with that. One of these. Okay, great. So we're already at a Southern Brawler. Oh, more defense. So let's feed this to Andu. So she wanted extra defense. So that was... So a Frosted Lagoon. Gonna go with the chili. 1, 2, 3. And then one of these. No, it's... Figured it out. You're getting better. Thanks. I'm feeling tougher already, and dangerously close to catching fire myself. I think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is this sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. What I do need is that chamomile salve. Gonna go look for that blighter. Go easy on them. Huh. Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Nighttime. Come on, Kyle. Ah, this guy. No name. Good evening to you, too. Quest taken. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. Huh. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Oh my god, Mr. Hot Topic. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the will carry you in? Ha ha. No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? Oh my gosh. What does he say? Oh my gosh. I want to take that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean, yes. Uh-huh. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? Oh my god, it's friggin' Evelyn. No, not recently. But she has? Once had a vampire mixer? Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yeah, would guess she looks pretty dead below that? What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Okay, we're going to take just a minute for a quick break. I will be right back in about 2 minutes. Okay, and oh, that was almost a problem. Okay, we are back. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. There are consequences being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you deliver yourself to her doorstep and the keep back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Huh. I'm gonna go with how about a joke. I like a joke? I don't do jokes. Then I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. Oh, I love this already. Okay, I got this. How do explorers hide their treasure? How? By dragging them to a safe location. Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, and just for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. Oh yeah, I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help me with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no joke, is it? Okay, so we're taking the crystals, which is already going to those two. And we're going to go with the Swift Strike, which is all up to there, one there, and one there. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so that's all the way up there. That one's at the one. Let's take one of those. Swift Strike. Here you go, a drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Ha! Good one. It tastes like not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye, Innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Ooh, let's see. Yes, so, Rhea is the dwarf. Got Kyle, the vampire. Fable the elf. Caroline the Vukakil. And Zephyr the air echo. Interesting. What the heck is an air echo? Or for a bitter end. The day is dull. Cleaning up the tavern. Whoosh. Day 4, Starlight Sonata, 60th of the Wake. Okay. Hopefully, Zephyr doesn't come back today. You're someone new. Let's see. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course, what will it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. Huh, I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so what does she want? Defense. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. 1, 2, 3. One of these guys. Come on. And one of these guys. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyway? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on the Boreas. They're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket just for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a little chilly. And the sun tickles the sky and the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet! I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is just unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing out to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I want to leave my keys under the doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I've got to hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite a walk to the treehouse. Excuse me, sorry. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, innkeep. See you soon. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. Okay, sorry. Just had some issues with people. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure, what are you looking for? Something zesty, perhaps? Oh my gosh. That whole zesty conversation was amazing. No, not today. Something to help me wind down a little. Feel a little less like a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. She was agile. Oh. And it's right there. But then also we need... Awake and agile. So we have this for agile, but then awake. So I think if we go with the swift strike, but then also one of these. One, two, three. And that's already a one there. And then let's see if this is good enough. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Carolyn's deadbeat werewolf uncle, unfortunately. I think he's still in her mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's being, too. I wanted to cheer her up. That's very kind of you. How did you do that? I only tried to. It didn't go very well. I should probably just pretend it didn't happen. Fable. Tell me about it, please. Okay. So we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope infected elves settled there about 200 years ago. And they've welcomed people like them ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And a home with a beautiful view to boot. I thought if I took Carolyn there, I could show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous and a little silly, at least until I started trying to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Dragon so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he's chasing a cure, they would be interested in meeting him. Maybe even offer to help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea. Maybe just a little too soon. Or too late. I wish I could have done more that day. Maybe made them talk it out, or hug it out, or yell it out. That day is over. It happened, and it went how it went. All you can do is change the present. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after, to my favorite spots in the grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. She sounds much nicer than Mr. Dragon. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be, or maybe it will be even more. I hope so. Well, may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she'll let me read her star signs soon? Maybe if you ask her nicely. Maybe, though I wouldn't want to bother her. Maybe try and connect to something else. She doesn't strike me as an astrology kind of gal. You're right. Maybe showing her my bow collection would make her happier. Maybe so. I hope she'll come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. You should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Okay. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Why do I keep clicking on that? Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I don't know why his voice is suddenly hurting me today. Maybe it was all the Zephyr. I did not. Ha! I knew it! Your silly tricks won't work on me, mortal. Or, well, I'm not certain you are immortal, but you have silly tricks nonetheless. I instantly spotted the new alleyways that have formed themselves around your establishment. Perhaps I even got lost in them, in their winding paths and dark corners. anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yeah, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Okay. One of those. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, innkeep. The only thing that would make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous! Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun is also bad for vampires. Is it? It is? Yes. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Ray anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I liked them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yeah, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yeah, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. Who is this? I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did! I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps you want my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never have agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my pasta recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yeah, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yeah, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of Delisle. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly, dude. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Oh, come on, say something, Fable. Come on, you've been right here the whole time. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them, dude. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. Come on, astrology girl, say something. Come on. Persil, Daisem, Elf, Androgynous, Astrology Persil. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capable of sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Excuse me. The refusal will change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it most, do they? By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe a promise this morning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. I don't know if she likes you, Kyle. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you! As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me. Yo, I forgot a crucial part of the message, bruh. Our dear friend stranger told me he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? He wrote, oh my gosh, Kyle. The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Cowabunga, dude. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? Whoa. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Oh no. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't a part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on, dudes. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Little pop-up just happened. See the stars. Is that supposed to happen? Little achievement. Okay. It is getting late. And I know I could probably do one more day before 10 o'clock. My voice needs a tiny little bit of a break. So again, we're going to end it here for tonight. And then okay, so tomorrow I don't know if we're going to be streaming because I've got plans for Halloween that I might not get home until late. There might be a stream. Don't know what time it is, but if you follow me, you'll see me pop up tomorrow night. But we are definitely going to be doing a Halloween stream. We'll be playing something semi-Halloween related or something on Thursday night at 8. So I will see you then. And have a great time.